So a couple days ago, Nintendo president Satoru Iwata died at the age of 55 from complications due to cancer. His net worth was around $2.1 billion. And of course, he made a huge impact on what is one of the biggest video game companies and brands in existence to this day. And Nintendo has birthed some of the biggest brands ever. It's very relevant to business, it's very relevant to life and pop culture. I mean, Nintendo has really impacted us all in many different ways. From Pokemon to Super Smash Brothers to all these games that I've played and grown up with. And a lot of people say that video games are a waste of time, but it shows that creating video games has enormous potential to create wealth, and not just for the company Nintendo, but also for a lot of professional gamers, also for many streamers, and it's really become a household product for many families. Even people who aren't really big on video games, they have a Wii at home. And on top of all this, I just think, it's just a crazy, example of how life is so short. 55. And that's still a long time compared to people I know who have died at 15 years of age or 19 years of age or in their early 20s due to cancer or a car accident or something that they didn't expect, which is very shocking. I think the best thing you can do is live in two ways. Live like you will die tomorrow or next week or next month, but at the same time live like you will live into your 50s and 60s and 70s, because there's a decent chance you will as well. So you want to be practical as well and not just spend all your money tomorrow. But at the same time, you don't want to hold things off for too long and end up not being able to ever do them, or living a life that's completely miserable in the hopes that one day you get to something amazing. Pokemon alone has just played an enormous role in so many people's lives. And I mean, the world's a vast place, and I've met a lot of people. And I mean, arguably, if you talk to many girls who, all they know is shopping and sororities, they don't know much about Pokemon. But I guarantee you, for the most part, there's so many people that have been affected to some level by Pokemon, or Nintendo, or Super Smash Brothers, or Super Mario Kart, all those games. And it's just very interesting, how they've made such impact. It's an incredible story, Nintendo, incredible brand in and of itself. And yeah, I mean, it's created a lot of bonds, a lot of family, a lot of great times, a lot of laughs, a lot of fun. And it's just interesting because all these games are just iconic in and of themselves. It's amazing that, for me, I purchased them on like one of the first game consoles, which was the Nintendo 64. It wasn't the first, I mean, but it was one of the first. And I bought that console, and I only bought a few games with it. And I don't know why I purchased these games. I think they were just because they were like at the front of the shelf. But they ended up being some of the games I love most. And those games were Super Smash Brothers 64 and Mario Kart 64. And those two franchises, those two brands have stuck it through a long period of time. And I mean, they are still home runs, each new game console being released. Again, to a certain demographic, to a lot of people, this may not mean a lot to you. But Nintendo and this gaming industry, it cannot go ignored because there are hundreds of millions of people who are affected by this. So back to my point, I think, sometimes you shouldn't be chasing the money or any of that, because you could wait a long time, and then once you finally get it, your life's almost over. So, just saying. That's all I gotta say. As always, like and subscribe. I will see you in my next video. Peace. Today we are going to be talking about this book. It's called Hashtag Girl Boss. Now, based off the color of this book and the name of the book, you can kind of be asking or wondering, why would you read something like